This One News update is brought to you by ANZ, proud sponsor of the New Zealand Olympic team.
Stop asset sales and sort out Māori rights over water first. That's the Waitangi Tribunal's instructions to the government in a ruling over Māori claims on water. Our political editor Corin Dann's been looking at the findings and joins us now live. Corin.
Yeah, good evening. Well, the government wanted this report fast-tracked so it could make a speedy decision on whether to go ahead with the partial sale of Mighty River Power. It got that report back on the time frame it wanted, but it didn't get the report that it would have liked. For Māori who feared asset sales would strip them of their water rights, today's ruling is a victory.
The tribunal recognises that Māori do have proprietary interests in water resources, and secondly, that if the Crown was to go ahead with the sale of Mighty River Power, then it would be a breach of the treaty.
The tribunal found a clear link between shares in Mighty River Power and Māori rights to the water used by the company. It says once those shares are sold, there would be no way for the Crown to properly recognise those Māori water rights. So it concludes that the sale must be halted, while an accommodation with affected Māori is reached. That puts the ball firmly back in the government's court.
We do need now to take it away, give it to our lawyers and our officials for them to pore over it, to consider what it might mean and to provide the government for some advice.
And John Key can expect little sympathy from the opposition.
We believe it should junk the whole asset sales program. It most certainly is going to need to delay the asset sales while it negotiates with Māori and looks at these claims further.
Today's tribunal finding is not a complete disaster for the government's asset sales program. The tribunal suggests a comprehensive scheme recognising Māori rights could be reached to cover the three power companies up for partial sale.
The report sets out a way forward for the parties, and we're really happy to see that they want us to sit down with the government. We want that as well.
However, finding a solution could be politically tricky, as the tribunal says it's not simply a matter of offering Māori shares. They need greater control over the companies themselves.
All right, Corin, well, what do you think the government is going to do?
Well, first thing they will do is sit down with the Māori Party, which they've promised to do, and consider this report properly. They need to do that. They need to be seen to be taking it seriously, especially after John Key's comments early on in this process. Look, I think that the government is in a bit of a bind here, and my sources suggest that, if anything, it is looking more likely that there will be a delay into next year. It's not a given, but that's certainly the way things seem to be going. When you add in the time frame, that window they've only got to go to the market, which is so small, other uncertainties that are around this asset sales process, plus the possibility of court action if they do ignore this report, then it's looking increasingly likely that there will be a delay.
All right, from Parliament political editor Corin Dann, thank you.
This One News update is brought to you by ANZ, proud sponsor of the New Zealand Olympic team.